Language is so powerful. Of course, it's necessary in our day-to-day lives. We use it to communicate, we use it to share information, we use it to express our inner experience, we create poetry, we tell stories, all these wonderful things that we can use language for. But also it has a dark, I don't want to say dark side to it, but it's a side to it that kind of separates us from the present moment. It separates us from the deeper reality of what we can experience and what we actually have access to all the time. And I was thinking about this the other day, how, things like we have this very succinct word in English, tree. And when we say the word tree, we have this idea in our head that we know what that means. And when we see trees in our environment, we just kind of label them as trees, if we even think about them at all. But we might just point and say, well, there's a tree, and there's a tree, and there's another tree. And we don't really go any deeper than that. And this word, this 4 letters with this very simple sound, becomes this, just a little piece of paint that we put over this object that conceals its true being, its true depth, and its true kind of beauty in nature. So I was walking in my backyard recently. I just moved into this new place not too long ago, and I was stunned to come around the corner of the house and discover that there was a tree in our yard that I had never really paid attention to before. I had seen it, and I had just labeled it as like, wow, that's a big tree. And as it turns out, it's a sequoia. It's a sequoia right in our backyard here. And as I came up to kind of get a closer look at this tree, I was just filled with a sense of awe and wonder at just how amazing this being is. It's a living being. It's been here for I don't even know how long, decades and decades, maybe even 100 years. And here it is, just quietly, silently being, expressing itself. It doesn't know that it's a tree, and yet it is alive and aware. Its branches have grown out to reach out to the sun. Its roots go down into the earth to find water and absorb it. And as I just spent some time with this tree, I realized that this tree has a personality. It has just a presence to it. And I just sat with it in awe and in wonder and in gratitude. So remember that the language that we use is convenient and it's useful, but also, again, it can get in the way of our experience of our world through our senses. And spend some time each day looking at things that you might kind of take for granted, and you might just think, you know what, I know what that is. That's X, Y, or Z. And spend some more time, whether it's a tree, whether it's a flower, whether it's, a stone, whatever it is, just spend some more time with it and look at it and really kind of soak in the details of it, the being of it, the uniqueness of it. And I promise you, if you do this more and more, you're going to have a deeper experience of your life, a more fulfilling experience of your life.